Good morning. Welcome to the Howard Stern Show. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning.
What's going on today?
Not much.
No?
No.
There's a little problem with Howard. He's in the back. He's not coming in, so I'm taking over the show today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know whether you were trying to be Howard or you were...
No, I'm just trying to be me. Just trying to be me.
Well, say it's Steve Grillo.
Well, it's the Howard Stern Show with Steve Grillo. How's that?
Well, what have you got to say now you're taking over the show?
Well, I figure we get to some news. How's that? Want to jump right in the news?
No, you're supposed to have some kind of opening statement if you're going to take over the show.
He is so uncharismatic.
I'm bald and stupid. How's that?
All right, thank you, Steve. Little...
If you're going to take over the show, how about doing some news?
I said, hey, Steve, I'll give you an opportunity. You've been an intern here for 10 years. You go in and take over. Start off. Hey, Howard's not here today. It's the Steve Gorilla Show. Go ahead, show me what you're going to do.
Hello, everybody.
Here's the news.
What's the news?
Hello, everybody. Here's the news.
Here's the news with Robin.
I've been waiting for this opportunity. Let me shut up.
Here's the news with Robin Givens.
All right, Steve, nice job.
Thank you.
You were very good. You took a good command of the microphone, and you really took over.
Thank you.
Anybody?
He claimed that he did a little show over there at Hunter College, and he was controversial.
Oh, was he?
I almost started a riot in the cafeteria.
Let me get this straight. You're still at Hunter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you started a radio program over there?
They have a really minuscule radio.
A mini school?
Minuscule.
Mini school.
Mini school.
It's really tiny, and
I'm confident that Steve will continue to be a loser in 1995. So anyway, so you became the disc jockey over there. What did you
had
do?
a little radio show.
Did you spin records or you just talk?
I hated playing music.
You don't like playing music. You don't like doing that.
So it was at the time where...
You like to talk. You like to do like what I do.
Yeah, it was at the time where Giuliani was and Dinkins were, going back and forth. And I think it was the actual day that Giuliani won.
Okay.
So I went on the air. And I said, it's a real shame. I said, I come from a very white trash Italian neighborhood. I said, and there was a slogan going around in my neighborhood that said, vote for Julie, not the Moolie. I said, and I was just stating it, and all of a sudden, like nobody ever listens to the radio in the cafeteria. Suddenly, the phone rang, so I picked it up, and it was some black girl going, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I went, nothing. I was just stating what the people in my neighborhood saying. That's bull. That's bull. That's bull. That's bull. And then all of a sudden, I heard everybody in the background screaming, "Get off the air, you white trash piece of crap!" And then everybody started freaking out. And then the program director The program director came and shut the radio off, shut all the power down to the whole radio station. He goes, "What are you doing? I had to stop all these black guys from coming up here and kicking your ass." I was like, but nobody had listened to anything I said. They just heard, like, Moolie, and they went nuts.
Moolie.
Vote for Julie, not the Moolie, was better than my other one. Go figure. Who's voting for the nigger? That was my other one. I'm going to burn down the station then.
You have no presence whatsoever on the radio. You tell a story, I'm asleep.
Okay.
I've never seen anything like it. Can you imagine that radio show? Where is the tape of that show?
There's no way of taping my radio show. I wish I could have.
They didn't have taping facilities inside the radio
nothing.
studio.
I would have had to get a radio and tune into the little tiny weak signal that they had, which you can't even get inside the radio station.
So how did all these black people get it?
Because it's broadcast into the cafeteria.
So in other words, when you do your radio show at college...
It's almost like a PA.
It's like a PA. You're really broadcasting into the cafeteria.
Yeah, but there is a tiny, small signal that reaches, like, maybe out in front of the school if you stand in the right, like, area. That's it.
Basically a deli counter with music.
Yeah, exactly.
That's some radio station.
Oh, it's horrible.
All right, thank you, Gorilla.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, there he is, Steve Gorilla, who does his own controversial radio program over at Hunter College, if you'd like to tune in for that.
Yeah, you got to try to find him.
Yeah, what you do today is you tune in front of the school. If you could park directly in front of Hunter College, you'll hear the Steve Gorilla Show.
So I got on the air, and then all the blacks was calling up and saying, "What's the matter with you, you white trash?"
I just made a statement.
I just made a statement. I like that. I just made a statement.
All I did was state that it was said.
I wasn't saying it. I was stating it.
See, I was just reporting on what was happening in my neighborhood. You see, it's not a personal thing. You have to hear.
Well, there was a statement in my neighborhood.
That's right. And they called up and said, "You white piece of trash, you white piece, white piece of trash, white piece of trash, grab, bastard."
all I did was go on the radio. I don't like to play music, so I try to say about Giuliani and the Dingans.
Yes.
Dingans.
Dingin.
I hated playing the music.
Dingin.
So then Dingans and Giuliani, it was the day that Giuliani won, and Dingans had lost, and they went on and said in my neighborhood they did the moolie.
Vote for Julie, not the moolie.
So then the black will call up and go, you stop it.
What the heck? What are you doing, you white beast dragger grab?
That's
you
bull.
That's bull. That's bull. That's not even true.
That's not even
I
true.
hate playing records. I hate
You talk
playing
like
records.
a 3-year-old now.
What did that?
Because you sound like a 3-year-old.
That's bull.
Hey, Gorilla.
I hate playing records because my hair falls on the vinyl.
Yeah. I believe that Gorilla is on his way. I believe he's on his way back to the office to get me breakfast. All right, Gorilla. But that's how you dog. You do dog it with
That's
the new.
grab.
Oh, a little bit.
You got a very thick accent.
I just thought I would come forth.
I thought I would come forth and share this with you.
And I talk out of, I don't breathe out of my nose.
I don't breathe out of my nose.
I don't breathe out of my nose.
I don't breathe out of my nose. I don't breathe out of my
I
nose.
don't breathe out of my nose. Ha.
Hoo-ha-ha.
Hey,
Afraid of schnatz.
Yeah.
Schnatz.
And boogers.
And boogers and the schnatz.
Yeah. And a lot of other crab.
I know that grabbing in my nose.
That's right.
Don't we have like
My white
commercials?
trash
to play?
nose.
I didn't do it that time.
I didn't do it.
I did not.
You just did it twice.
I don't even
You don't know
what
when
I'm
you go,
doing.
ha ha.
I guess maybe I don't.
I guess maybe I don't.
Ha
Ha.
ha.
Yeah.
He just did ha ha twice and he says, I didn't do
I
it.
didn't do it that time.
What are you talking about? I didn't do that.
Play commercials, Fred. Come on.
Go back and listen to the tape and listen to yourself go, ha ha.
Ha.
I guess it's totally unconscious.
See, I
Totally.
did it again, and I don't. Ha. I didn't even know I did that.
Totally
totally
unconscious.
Totally
That was
unconscious.
totally.
I think you're totally unconscious.
That was totally unconscious.
Totally.
All right, very good, Gorilla. Go ahead. You're done now.
Sure now.
Yeah, go back and do your duty.
All right.
All right, anyway, that was the Steve Gorilla Hour. We got to take a break. We'll start the show right after these words.